What's going on, weebs? We got a brand new video today, but before we start this video, I want to give a huge shout out to the people who followed me on Twitter and voted on the poll that I put on my Twitter. For the next video topic, I will be posting up all the recommendations that I get from the comments and the previous videos, and I will put them into the poll on my Twitter. The one recommendation with the most votes is what I will be doing in my next video. So if you would like to contribute to what I do, please feel free to follow me on Twitter and cast a vote. Now, let's start off with one of the best anime characters of all anime, all light novel series, all manga, fucking the one who wields the power of God, Accelerator. And this time, if you couldn't tell by the video, we are going to be putting him up against the chaos creator Rimuru, or the dumb fucking slime that no one cares about. I'm totally not biased, by the way. Alright, let's get started with their fucking abilities and break this shit down. I swear to fucking God, I really hope you know what Accelerator's abilities are. At least his main base ability. So, just for the sake of this video, we are going to skip those basic abilities since we already know them. Or will I hope to fucking God you do. We will also skip his black wings, his white wings, and we will go straight to his platinum wings, where he still has the tree of Clonoth installed in him. At this point, we are going to also state that Cleave Puzzle 545 is not contracted to Corazon, but is now contracted to Accelerator. Since there are also a lot of anime-only Toooooo watchers, I bet half of you fucking nerds didn't even read the goddamn light novels because you fucking fat-ass nerds are so goddamn lazy. But don't worry, your boy Othno's here. Yeah, he got you. He got you. So I'll briefly explain Cleave Puzzle 545's abilities and why she would be very important in this verse battle against this dumb motherfucking slime, Rimuru. Cleave has abilities like Physiology, Poison Needles, Possession, Dangerous Knowledge, Mana Censoring, Telepathy, and many more. But the main purpose of her in this verse battle is to supply Accelerator with the knowledge of magic. I mean, she was created by fucking Corazon in order to kill Alistair. So of fucking course this fucking demon is gonna have very vast amounts of knowledge. Next, we know with that ability, he is in full control over magic, and he is very knowledgeable in that thanks to Cleave 545. This fucking vector god can use magic now. Fucking magic. Oh my fucking God, it's so beautiful. The next thing that is very important to mention is that the installation of magic that was put inside Accelerator by Cleave 545. The fucking demon from before installed 78 cards into Accelerator that are packed full with knowledge. Among these major pieces of information that he was installed with, he was able to therefore now damage and hurt a magical god. One of the magical gods that he was fighting at this time was called Nephthys. This magical god is so powerful that if she steps foot onto the earth, it would be instantly destroyed. And she is also 4,000 years old, and she is a true master of magic. So it is really worth mentioning that she is very powerful, and that he can hurt her, that says a lot of what he can do as a character. Also, with the installation of magic, Accelerator was then able to update his vector shields in order to deal with magic related attacks. With his platinum wings, this also allowed him to cross the abyss of Sephiroth, giving him knowledge to the entire tree and the vast amount of knowledge that goes with it. So it is very safe to say that Accelerator is very well knowledgeable in magic thanks to the contracted demon. Another thing that I want to mention is that Cleave was contracted to Corazon, like I said before, but Accelerator used his vector power to crush the magical contract that the demon was like being held to. This feat here means that his vector control extends into the range of magic. This also introduces the concept of imaginary vectors. Imaginary fucking vectors. Bro, that shit is so fucking cool and broken. Like, oh my God, it gets me so excited. With this, we can easily assume that Accelerator can reflect various forms of magic of all powers, but this is just the start. I want to quickly add that Accelerator in his platinum wings form can use soul manipulation. It was shown that he forced Corazon out of the body it was currently in. This also proves that he understands the laws of macro and micro theories. So knowing this feat, this makes him very immune to Rimuru's use of soul manipulation. Bitches. We already know he reflected the magic flaming sword. This attack was an attack made by Corazon to have infinite acceleration, and my man Accelerator reflected this attack. I hope that fucking slime bitch has a magical attack or anything like that that surpasses infinite acceleration. Fucking infinite acceleration. Think about that. Can your fucking mind comprehend this fucking knowledge? The fact that he reflected this attack raises the standards from what he can reflect. There truly is no limit to what this fucking Chad can reflect. Now, I want to talk about how powerful his vectors are now in his Platinum Wings form. He is stated to control vectors to where he could shake the galaxy with vectors that are available. They can be much higher due to his use of imaginary vectors. One example of an imaginary vector is when he shattered the contract between Cleve, Puzzle 505, and Corazon, like I previously stated. He destroyed a concept of magic. That's fucking incredible. Who the fuck knows what else he could potentially reflect or crush with his vector manipulation now that he understands the laws of breaking a magical fucking concept with his vectors. With this, his Platinum Wings, he could literally and most likely shake the fucking multiverse. Like, it's really not that far off of a statement because everything happens within his personal reality, and his imaginary vectors can help him achieve that goal. By having the power of the formerly nameless third tree and inserting it into the world, Accelerator overwrote the rules that govern reality and created a new set of rules and a hierarchy. So yes, he has the ability of law manipulation. This also determines that Accelerator is what is known as a holistic Esper. I believe that when Accelerator encounters an unknown, unquantifiable phenomenon, he's converting all of his observations in real time to his own personal reality. He needs to figure out via calculations how his ability can interact with the anomaly within his own personal reality, which isn't hard at all because we know his wings do massive calculations for him. So stop saying that bullshit from before, like, oh, you can't calculate this. Shut the fuck up, dude. If he can successfully do this, which he probably would because he's so fucking smart, he'll be able to alter his vector manipulation to include such anomalies and act accordingly. And because he can process the information so incredibly fast, he's able to take stuff like dark matter and magic and make it work within his abilities in real time on the fly during a fight, which is fucking massive. Accelerator's personal reality could extend his power of vector manipulation to crazy heights, and knowing this, he can potentially reflect anything, magic or not. Also quickly noting that Accelerator does have limited magic negation. To start, he has fucking internal spell immunity and empathy madness immunity. I didn't bring this up in my Gojoverse Accelerator video because honestly, why would I? Gojo's a fucking bitch and he's outclassed by the fucking Chad himself over here. So yeah, fuck him. Also, Golden Experience doesn't do shit against Platinum Wings Accelerator, so you know, fuck off you fucking JoJo fanboys. Now, my homie here is so strong that he could definitely solo a lot of the anime universes. And of course, Goku. I mean, you think this fucking monkey could beat fucking Accelerator? But Rimuru? Let's start by talking about this fucking stupid ass blue slime. Man, I thought Saitama was fucking stupid, but this dude is on an entirely different level. Where the fuck do I even begin with this stupid bitch? Like Accelerator, we are not talking about the basic slime form. We are going to be talking about the full power Demon Lord Rimuru. Now look, since we're talking about the full power Rimuru with his 4 ultimate skills, some of his more known abilities though, just to quickly go over them, are Predator, Great Sage, Shape-Shifting, Magic Perception. Other abilities that he has are Thought Transmission, Intimidation, Black Flame Manipulation, Flight, Spatial Travel, Time Control, his ability to travel through time and different worlds as where he revived himself, and many more. And I would explain like a lot more of his abilities, but fuck it, I'm lazy. I'm sure you get the point already. And besides, we're only really talking about the major fucking skills he has. For the first stupid ass skill he has what's called his Wisdom Lord Raphael. When this ultimate skill was created, a lot of Rimuru's old skills were brought together under his one skill. In doing so, Degenerate was sacrificed in order to make this, but in turn, he created the skill Synthesis and Separate, which just became a part of the first ultimate skill. So in total, the first ultimate skill he has here have 8 different components, and they are Mind Accelerate, Analyze and Assess, Parallel Operation, Cast Cancel, All Creation Synthesis, Separate, and Ability Adjust. Jesus fucking Christ. And this is the first ultimate skill out of 4? Oh my god. A lot of these are sub-skills, but I assume you fuckers already knew that since you're fucking Rimuru fanboys. First is the ability of Mind Accelerate. This was evolved from the Great Sage's Hastens Thought. Rimuru originally could use this to perceive things 1,000 times faster, but with the ultimate skill, it was bumped up to fucking 1 million. And it doesn't even stop there. He can still increase this to fucking 10 million. Why? But But why? Why is this a thing? Why? With this feat, he could think to such absurd rapid levels of performance. When he used this ability, it was like time itself has stopped. It's even more broken if he combines this skill with parallel operation. If we combine these two, he now has the capability of analyzing and assessing multiple people instantly. Cast cancel is the same exact thing as it before. He can just cast magic without giving an incantation or some bullshit chant. All creation is still allowing for the comprehension of what pretty much everything that synthesis and separate has and was, to be honest. So I'm not going to explain anything more about that. Lastly, ability adjust is the only new subskill that the Great Sage evolved into or got from it. But truthfully, we don't really know much about this ability quite yet, so we can't really explain too much about it. But this is very important because this skill was established to make Uriel, so we can assume this lets him modify his own skills to some extent of some kind. The next ultimate skill that makes me want to fucking kill myself is the ultimate skill Beelzebub, Lord of Gluttony. Merciless was sacrificed in order to create the skill. As a result, he got the new skill called Soul Consumption. Now here's something new that Beelzebub brought here was the new skill called Food Chain. This is just a buff skill provide and receive, to put bluntly. Beelzebub made forth the creation of the next ultimate skill, Veldora. Now, when Rimuru released Veldora's spiritual body from the confines of his stomach, there was these lingering remnants of his essence that were left behind, and those remains were his spiritual body that could be consumed by Beelzebub. So after those remains were absorbed and analyzed by Soul Corridor, that led to the creation of the ultimate skill known as Veldora. As he absorbed some of the fragments left behind, he used the link between their souls to transform some of his true dragon's power into his own. Soul Corridor is basically a direct pathway between soul and another. With this, he got 3 new sub-skills: Summon Storm Dragon, Restore Storm Dragon, and Storm Dragon Magic. Summon Storm Dragon just lets him summon Veldora whenever the fuck he wants. Restore Storm Dragon lets Veldora's memories be copied over to Rimuru, so that means Rimuru could receive Veldora ever if he should die. Lastly, we have the Dragon Magic Archive. With this ability, he can use Black Lightning. He can travel at the speed of light and use Death Heralding Winds. You know, it's pretty funny because all these skills are pretty much useless against Accelerator. Fucking finally we're at the last skill. Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like it's been like 20 fucking thousand years since I got through all this shit. But the last skill is known as Uriel, Lord of Vow. This is an amalgamation of all the previous skills from the food chain. The first one of his sub-skills is basically just the use of law manipulation. The next is Spatial Domination, which he has the ability to control space and move from a different location in an instant. Basically, it's just fucking teleportation. He has the ability of Infinite Prison. This allows Rimuru the ability to completely seal the target within the ultimate seal. His last sub-skill is the Universal Barrier, which is just the multi-layer barrier, but stronger. And this time, it's made by Raphael, not Rimuru. Now that we know all these fucking abilities, can Accelerator really beat Rimuru? Honestly, the answer is no. I know, sad faces. The fact that Rimuru has Soul Corridor, which allows Rimuru's memories to transcend time and space, and his memories are accumulated within his main body. As such, as long as he has a main body anywhere, he cannot die. If I'm being brutally honest, this is the main reason why Rimuru actually would win over Accelerator. If it wasn't for Soul Corridor, I genuinely think Accelerator could win. Accelerator has the knowledge of magic given him by Cleave 545, and he was able to reflect magical attacks that can destroy phases of the fucking world, or in other words, a universe or reality. Rimuru can't produce an attack that is equivalent to the magic flame sword. Rimuru was stated to only be able to create tens of thousands of worlds, but puts this at a minimum of multiverse level attack power. The flaming magic sword is high complex multiverse level attack. Yeah, what now? Fuck you, Rimuru fanboys. But I mean, you know, still Rimuru still beats Accelerator. So still a sad day no matter how I look at it. But the fact that Rimuru can never really get tired or doesn't have like any types of disadvantages like that puts him at a major advantage over Accelerator. This is the main reason why he would win in a first battle fight. I actually do feel like Accelerator could beat Rimuru due to his more immense knowledge of magic and science over Rimuru's just basic magic. Both have crazy knowledge of magic and the laws and properties of which things operate. Given everything, I can easily see Accelerator using vectors to bypass Rimuru's magic. Easily. Anything spatial related won't work on Accelerator due to the fact that Accelerator controls vectors up to the 11th dimension. The main weapon Rimuru would most likely use in this first battle is probably the Infinity Barrier, if I'm being brutally honest. But even then, I'm sure Accelerator could find a way out using his vectors and his massive knowledge of fucking magic. No physical attack Rimuru does could hurt Accelerator. The magical attacks that Rimuru does on Accelerator could possibly work, but then again, we've seen the light novel Accelerator use magic, and since once he understands the laws of magic, he can reflect that and then even negate magic to a certain extent. Now, you could say Rimuru could stop time, but I mean, cool, I guess. I mean, you think that would really be Accelerator? Hold the fuck up, kids. That won't work on Accelerator, and let me tell you why. Accelerator uses his reflection subconsciously. So yes, his reflection still works under stop time. So get that fucking shit out of here. The next thing I have not mentioned yet that I know you kids really want me to go over is that, well, wait, Rimuru could just fucking eat Accelerator, right? Because of his Predator ability? Shut the fuck up, man. That's actually a very good point when you really think about it, but since Accelerator always has an AIM field around him to prevent him from being eaten, which allows him to use his vector manipulation ability, I highly doubt Rimuru could eat Accelerator due to that being a physical attack, and I'm pretty sure Accelerator could put up a vector shield before he gets eaten by fucking Rimuru. Again, that's something physical, so I mean, duh! Of course that shit's not gonna fucking work. Accelerator's use of vectors and his use of imaginary vectors is what can help Accelerator keep up a fight against Rimuru. That's one of the main reasons why I really think Accelerator could win. Because once again, like I said before, Accelerator's vectors or his imaginary vector power is only limited by his personal reality. And who knows what his personal reality could be. So he could literally be considered a magical god depending on how he perceives his personal reality. I want to clarify that Rimuru only wins this first battle because he literally cannot fucking die. This first battle matchup is a stalemate until Rimuru just literally outlives Accelerator. Yes, this is as fucking stupid as it sounds, but logically this is the win con for Rimuru. Nothing this stupid ass slime does will get through Accelerator's defense, be it a physical attack or a magical one. Again, it's a very sad day, ladies and gentlemen. We have to admit that Rimuru has won. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like my last video, I will put up a poll on my Twitter in the next couple of days after I get enough recommendations. If you suggest something to me in the comments, it will most likely be in the next poll if I see enough people commenting the same thing or if it gets enough likes. So, I swear to God, if you guys drop a like right now in the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to me, I will give you a free trip to fucking Hawaii. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Did you guys agree? Did you guys disagree? Well, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And yeah, have a blessed day, guys. Take care. Peace, guys.